Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Aquarian Mind podcast. Today's podcast, episode number 223. I'm your host, Jamel Crothers. It's Mondays with Mello, and today we're talking about my time of doing nothing. Because sometimes we need to decompress and spend time doing nothing for just a little while. Now, I have moments where I do nothing, absolutely nothing at all. It's just me relaxing, which is hard to do, and being still and in the moment is hard for me at times. And some people that are close to me are surprised that I'm doing nothing if they text or they call me. They know I'm always working or doing something. Sometimes I need time to do nothing and get my mind right because it's necessary for me and it allows me to observe the world. It's important that I recalibrate my mind so I'm fresh for when I get back to working on my goals. It's also just good for me, for my mental health and my own well-being, which I don't do enough of. I don't do enough of taking care of myself. And I will say that doing nothing allows me to relax my body and get the rest that I need. And it's something that I've been doing a lot these past few weeks. So it's probably why I take my sweet old time to record my podcast or whatever the case is. And I tend to overwork myself and I always feel like I need to be doing something. Slowing down is something that I don't do enough of. And I have to tell myself to stop, slow down, don't do anything, or else I never will. I'm my own worst enemy and I know that. And my time of doing nothing helps me. And I would say that within the past year or so, I don't work as much as I used to because I've done so much already. And with the amount of content that I have, I can honestly take a break for a few months and be okay. It's just that I have this drive within me to just keep doing more and more and more and just keep accomplishing more. And I think that's, something that has always been built within me. I think back to when I was a kid and I was, a decent, basketball player. I got around a little bit. And I'd play with my friends and things like that. I was one of the last picked in junior high school, but, I was short. I wasn't really the tallest. I was athletic enough, but I just, wasn't really tall or anything like that. And all my friends were my height in junior high school. And now I'm their height that they were in junior high school, and now they're all taller. But neither here or there. The point is that, as I got older, I started really working on my game, started working on, getting better at basketball. And it just became this innate thing. I would literally go to this park that I lived in my old town in Long Island, when I was back home in New York. And I would work on my game for hours, just shooting over and over again, doing different moves and trying different things. And then as I got older, I got better. And I got better offensively, defensively. And from that point on, I just, there was nothing stopping me. Now, I'm still pretty good at my age, but I'm just not as mobile and as agile as I used to be. But anyway, what I'm trying to say is that I always have an innate drive to be better, do better, become better, no matter what, what challenges are ahead of me or what challenges, that I face. And my sense of balance has shifted over the years, and I'm getting better at it, and I'm enjoying things more, especially outside of work. And I'm doing things, with my blogs and my writing and this podcast and everything else that I'm involved in. So just know I'm doing better these days as far as time goes and my time management. And, I figure out, how to balance myself as time goes on. I'm always a work in progress daily. So I just want you guys to always know that. And I share my journey with you just to really give you a glimpse of, what life is like. I know I'm a writer and I'm an author, and I know I, do things on, motivating you guys and inspiring you guys as much as I can. And, I talk about my journey, in writing the books that I do and why I do it and things of that nature. But I know I tell you guys, keep going, stay strong. But I'm also trying to balance out working hard, but then also making sure that I take time for myself to, you know, you know, just rest my mind, rest my body, rest my soul. And I hope that you guys do that too. And I need you guys to do that because that's what life is. Life is balance. Life is yin and yang, right? It's kind of like you have that special person in your life and they're the yin to your yang or whatever, however that saying goes. But I try to make sure that I spend time doing, as little as possible. Some days, I like to just sit and watch TV shows and try to get ideas for content to write or content that I can write blogs about down the road or anything like that. That's relaxing to me. My nothing at all consists of music a lot. And I will say that I'm always looking for new music to listen to. And I get myself in trouble with finding new artists, loading up so many albums and so many artists at one time that I don't get to go through my whole Spotify list and listen to every album, but I do get to most of them. I'm getting better at it these days. When I had Apple Music, it was hard for me too. But my question to you guys is, what do you do when you're decompressing and when you're doing nothing at all? I will say that on Sundays, I may clean my apartment and, do different things, but I do have this thing called Self-Care Sunday. And what that consists of is like me taking a bath and getting rid of all the toxins that are in my body, and literally just listening to music and relaxing myself for a little while and cooking myself a good Sunday dinner, like about mid-afternoon, evening, and making sure that my mind is right for the week and what's to come. I'm thankful and blessed that I do have a job that I only work 4 days a week. I have to work 35 hours. My job isn't ridiculously stressful. It's just a lot to get done. So I'm able to pace myself. That's the beauty of it. But if you have a stressful job, you might want to rethink things. Maybe change your position, change companies. I don't know. Do what works for you. And that's what I need you guys to do, is to be yourself, be true to yourself, and know that life is moving very fast. I'll tell you that. I don't know if you guys feel it, but I feel it. Time is moving very fast, at least to me. The years are flying by, and I want you guys to know that it's good to do, and it's good to be on point, and it's good to make sure that your family, your friends are good. But the question is, are you good? And are you getting the breaks that you need? And are you getting a moment to yourself? I'm quite sure I have a vast majority of an audience here, from single people to relationships to being married to having kids to, whether you're divorced, have a child, you split time with your significant other, to the corporate America people. I'm one of them too. It's just everyone is, everyone has a different story to their lives, and I don't know what it's like to be married or have kids or anything like that. So that's why I talk about how I utilize my balance and being a single 40-year-old man living in the desert. So just take the time to make sure that you're taking time for yourself and you're relaxing yourself and you're getting away from the world and everyone around you. The world is a very crowded, polluted place full of noise pollution, which is what I like to say. So sometimes you need to drown that out and get away, whether it's going for a walk, going to a park, going for a drive, listening to music, whatever helps you, I do it. Things that help me is music, going to the gym, riding my bike, and playing basketball. Those, I would say, are huge components to my life. It's, I have my peace, I have my alone time, and for those who know me very well, everyone knows I always have earplugs in my ears, or I have headphones on, and it's for good reason. But that's how I get through my days, and I need you guys to make sure that you guys are doing things to get through your days. So with that said, that's my podcast for today. I hope you guys have a great week. Be good, everyone, and go accomplish your goals.